Hey everybody, today is the final sort of day of 2023, and we're going to be going into 2024. And I don't really know how to say this to start this, but I'm really, really grateful for the year that I've had this entire time, the entirety of 2023, and I'm extremely excited for 2024. So, you guys might be not wondering. It's just, I really don't know how to start this because this is my raw thoughts. This is not scripted. But I really don't know how else to start this. I really just started this channel like over a year ago, technically. For the main purpose of really just kind of expressing myself and also because I kind of wanted to see how it was, really, to do YouTube. I've always been curious ever since I was like a kid, ever since I was really young. Yeah, I just, I've always been curious ever since I was really young, how it was to be a YouTuber and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not, I really don't know how else to kind of go about it. I'm not going to go into like a whole story time, ever since I was young, I've always, loved YouTube. I always wanted to be a YouTuber. It's never really been like that. I mean, yes, I was curious from a young age because it looked like fun, to play games and just generally being yourself on the internet and just all that kind of stuff. Like it always looked fun to me. So I kind of wanted to always kind of see how it was, and it wasn't until this year that I actually kind of took that chance. I mean, I really don't know how else to say it. Um, but yeah, I mean, I really don't know what else to say. I'm just extremely happy, and I know I keep saying the word grateful. My voice cracked horribly there. I know I keep saying grateful, but honestly, there's no other word to describe it. I'm so just happy that I actually have somewhat of an audience on YouTube because I hear about YouTubers, smaller ones, creators who don't get that many views or don't get views at all for years, and it's just I'm extremely fortunate to actually have gotten so many views. I mean, I know 100, 300, all that kind of stuff is nothing, to write home about compared to like YouTubers who get raking like millions. But, I'm a smaller creator. I'm not, looking to be the next, Dan TDM. Well, I mean, this isn't 2015, but you get my point. I'm not looking to be the next big thing on the internet. I'm, just here simply to kind of express myself. And because, like I said, I wanted to see how it was. But I'm really, really just happy that that I got to do this, really. I mean, like I said, I've always been interested in YouTube and, just not filmmaking, but, like content creation and, just all that kind of stuff. And, really, I'm so happy I got to do it. Um, like the first thing I did was Super Dark Deception, which I mean, I like that game. I really do. I have not got it has not gotten an update yet, so that's why it kind of died out on the channel. But then it was the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, which if you guys don't know, I'm well, I mean, if you've watched the channel, you already know I'm a huge FNAF fan. I have been for like about 5 years. And honestly, the reason I uploaded so much for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie is because I was so excited when I heard about it. I mean, around I heard rumors about it in 2018, all that kind of stuff, 2019, and I honestly didn't believe them because it seemed like I heard 2015 was when the movie was like announced, and I was like, okay, it's been like 4 years, we have not gotten anything, so it's probably just dead. I mean, and any other rumor, like it was like any other rumors were like few and far between. But 2020, all that kind of stuff, more stuff started coming out about it. I mean, I doubted them at certain points, and all that kind of stuff. I just kind of doubted them, but it was still kind of in the back of my head. I'm excited. I want to see the movie, and then we actually started getting stuff for it, and I was just so happy. I was so excited because like this, it was finally happening. The movie is actually coming out. It's being filmed, the animatronics were being built, the set was being built, music was being made for it, all that kind of stuff. And, you could see it in my videos how excited I was for it. And, I mean, certain things I didn't kind of want to do with it. Like, I didn't really want to do trailer reactions, but at a certain point, I kind of felt like, I've talked about the movie a lot, and yet to not talk about the trailers, it's kind of, like, why wouldn't I do that? So I kind of talked about them. Um, and the edits I made were, also me being excited because of it. I mean, I had it in my head that I thought, FNAF music would go really good. I mean, one of my most viewed videos was on, well, it sort of one of my viewed videos was how I think the FNAF movie should end, and it's pretty much going into such a location, me giving a very cringy monologue, I might add, very, just stupid monologue as Michael. Like, this is, if you watch that video, you'll know that this was way back before really anything. Like, a lot of the newer developments we got for the movie. But yeah, you could just hear how kind of like excited I was with it, and just how much passion I really had for it. And I thought certain music and all that kind of stuff would be really good in the movie, so that's kind of why I made the edits in the first place. And then, of course, I started playing the games. Now, I kind of now I was one of those FNAF fans that never really played the games, but was for some reason really into it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I played the games, I just never really completed them. But I bought all the games for my phone. I am a mobile gamer. Don't hate me for that. It's the easiest thing I can use to record. But I'm a mobile gamer, and I got all the FNAF games. I even got AR at a certain point, but it kept crashing my phone because my phone is not new. So I kind of gave up on that. But maybe sometime in the future I'll do that. But anyways, all the games, I beat them all. You guys all went on that journey with me. And one thing I kind of want to mention is that I was a little afraid to do that, really. Like this is just kind of getting like, introspective, retrospective, all that kind of stuff. Like what I was thinking during this entire year. I was somewhat doubtful, to be completely honest, to be sharing my experiences like this on the internet, because I was kind of like, well, if I'm sharing them out, I don't, they're not kind of mine anymore, and I don't want to be one of those YouTubers who has to document every last part of their life, and all that kind of stuff. And because these experiences that I had with those games were, in a sense, new to me, even though I did know where the story was going, even though I did know a lot of the secrets, they were still new. I was playing the games like FNAF 3 and Sister Location for the first time. And, I kind of didn't want to fall down one of those pitfalls that a lot of content creators go down. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. I don't want to sound mean or offensive when I say that, but it's just kind of one of those things that I heard a lot of about when you become a content creator, and it's kind of one of those things that a lot of people, like one of those pitfalls that a lot of people will go down. Just kind of always documenting themselves and just kind of changing the way they do things originally. Like, if you know, basically. But yeah. And honestly, looking back, I kind of agree with that, but also kind of disagree. Because, for one, I did have those experiences well, and I still enjoyed them. They were still mine. When I had it, I still felt accomplishment and all that kind of stuff. Even though, and putting them on the internet didn't do anything really wrong. Especially since there's not a lot of stuff that I put on the internet. I mean, I uploaded over 100 videos this year, but if you get my point, you get my point. And certain other games and other stuff like that, I experienced beforehand. I'm replaying it, like Doom. Doom, I've played a lot, way before this channel. So it's kind of like, I've had these experiences before. This is nothing to me. I mean, not nothing, but like I can spare it. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. But yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's was, very large on my channel. I mean, it's basically the bread and butter. It's the main thing people came here for and the main thing people watch. I mean, FNAF 6 was probably like the biggest series on my channel. Just all those, well, almost all of them, but yeah, basically 100 and over was the average for that. So, like I said, I'm like that one I was really happy about. And then, of course, I went through my small little hiatus period, which even though I did upload a bit during that time, I didn't upload as nearly as much as I did before. And that was because, I kind of wanted to take a break, and during that time, just not really like, mental health or anything like that. Like, don't worry, I'm fine, I'm fine. I just kind of wanted to step back from the channel for a little bit, do other things. I mean, I finished FNAF, and one of the reasons I haven't played FNAF in a while is because, I'm all FNAF'd out, really. I played 6 games, and after a certain point, jump scares, become annoying and just rage-inducing. I mean, I'm no longer scared by jump scares. I really just, jump slightly and get angry. That's my reaction to a jump scare. It's no longer, oh my god, or, oh, damn it. It's, just me jumping slightly and just, getting a bit angry, furrowing my brow. But, yeah, that's really kind of how it went. So I kind of wanted to do something else. I did a couple of animation things for the channel. One of them was for Iron Man because I did want to share my love for the character, but certain things got in the way of that. Demon in a Bottle, I love that comic, but after a certain point, I just lost motivation to do a review on it. I wanted to do a video on how I think Stark is misrepresented in the MCU. What I mean by that, I think I don't really understand or agree with people who hate him or dislike him, because to me, a lot of their reasons really don't make sense in universe, even in the movies people, get on his case about. I wanted to make a video on that, but after a certain point, I kind of thought this sounds like, just one of those stans, who can't comprehend people hating the thing that they love and just yelling at them about it. And I was like, I don't really want to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to put people through that. So I decided not to do it. I did do a 30th I mean, not 30th, it was like 60th anniversary thing for Iron Man. I did put music on it initially, but unfortunately it, was copyrighted, and this was before I was not afraid of copyright, because I'm not afraid of it now. I don't make money off this channel, and I just love putting edits and all kind of stuff, so it doesn't scare me. It doesn't scare me. I don't intend to make money on this either. Like, that's one thing I kind of want to say I've always wanted to stick to. I'm never going to make money off this channel, because I really want to do this for fun, not for money. So, if I do decide to make money on this later, then that's most likely I have a good reason. But this is all for fun. I don't want to make money off of this. But yeah. Anyways, I didn't really understand how it works, so I just, took off the audio, and now it's just really awkward. Then I made one for the Killing Joke, for Joker's Origin. That one I've been working on since July, I believe, and I uploaded it in October. And after a certain point, I lost motivation for that one too, mainly because I kept going slowly after a certain point, but then a certain part of the entire thing got just deleted off my thing, and I really couldn't get it back, especially since Clipchamp. I mean, not Clipchamp. I mean, Windows Editor, which I used, was actually really good with making stop motion stuff. And it went away one day, and I really couldn't do anything about it. And then I just decided I'm just going to use what I have here, because I had a lot of plans for that video. It was those gaps that you see were going to be filled, and there was actually going to be visual effects, but plans fell through. Then, of course, we get on to my more current one. I'm doing Doom, of course, the entirety of 1993. By the time you're watching this, all of it, including Sigil and Sigil 2, should be uploaded. And, that Sigil 2 is, of course, the series finale. So, yeah, I mean, the entirety of Doom 1993 was not a new experience. It was not a new experience. I played Doom 1993 a lot. I really love that game. And Doom 2 and all that kind of stuff, but that's not the point. I played that game a lot, all 4 episodes, and I know most of the secrets. I mean, some of them I did kind of have to look up, but we're not going to get into that. Anyways, I really like that game, and it is being filmed on mobile, but I have a controller, so it made the experience better and made it look more authentic. But yeah, I really did have fun playing it again because it had actually been a while since I played the first game. Like, I played an ungodly amount of Doom 2 for reasons, and it's been a while since I played Doom 1. Although I can say I do miss having the super shotgun. But, when Doom 2 starts uploading, I get it back, and, if everything is right with the world again. But, didn't have it during that time, and it wasn't until Sigil, which is when it actually became a new experience, but I still really enjoyed Sigil and Sigil 2, even though Sigil 2 was extremely challenging. And, like, I just had fun with it, and I really liked it. And I know originally I said I wanted to do commentary, no commentary, but unfortunately, commentary was just weird when I recorded it. And, for some, like, it's fixed now, with my main thing. I mean, with the new editing software I use, but audio had always been kind of wonky and just, very weird when I tried to sync it up. It never really matched correctly. Even in the videos where I do have audio commentary, it never really matched correctly. And after a certain point, I basically said, you know what, screw it, I'm not going to do this. This feels difficult, and I don't talk that much when I even play because I'm very focused on the game. So it's just like, there's really no point in doing this. Like, there's nothing I can really add to this. So, because of that, I pretty much just decided to do away with it. But yeah, and really all the stuff in between. I'm really happy that I was able to not necessarily evolve as a creator. Why did I say that phrase? That was stupid. Change a bit as a creator, because I kind of asked for feedback, but I don't really get it. So certain things are just kind of staying there, or certain decisions I had to make on my own, like my outro. Um, I thought my outro was kind of, upbeat enough to pretty much warrant, a way to end the video. So that's why I used it. The intro and outro I used for FNAF, I thought it fit perfectly, so that's why I kind of used it. And the outro and the intro and outro I used for Doom, I just thought it sounded so cool, so I just put it there. But yeah. So really, I kind of changed a bit when it comes to editing and stuff like that. And even though what I do is kind of easy. I mean, not the work. Just editing is kind of easy. Really, the most difficult thing is exporting. Still there's some stuff I kind of want to change. And I've kind of asked, but I haven't really gotten feedback, so I haven't really been able to change some stuff. And I'm extremely happy for getting 41 subs, because I originally had like 2 or 3 subs, or maybe 4. I can't remember exactly. And this was way before I started uploading. This was just because, I commented on YouTube, and, my witty replies were pretty much just, enough to win people over. But overall, I hadn't really made anything. I mean, originally my, banner said, this is just an account, I'm not going to be uploading videos, but then I changed it where I pretty much said, I'm just being experimental right now. And, of course, as things kept going and going and I had more fun with it, I basically, made it a full-fledged channel by basically saying, yeah, come over for the FNAF content, stay for anything else, really. But yeah. And I'm really happy for the 41 subs, even though you guys probably aren't watching. I'm extremely grateful for you guys because, it's always nice to know that some people like my content enough that they were willing to subscribe. And I'm really happy for getting over 5,000 views for my channel this entire year. I mean, I know, like I said, that many views is not really much to write home about, but honestly, to me, it just feels like such a huge milestone, especially for my first year on YouTube. And honestly, like, I'm just so happy that so many people, like, watched my content. I mean, I really don't know what else to say. I mean, to be fair, I heard, like, that doesn't always mean much when it comes to views, but still. Like, I really don't know what else to say. I'm just, happy that you guys watch and you guys like it so much. And, some of you guys were willing to reply back on all kind of stuff, and, that's really cool. I really enjoyed that. That you guys were kind of willing to give me some kind of positive feedback a bit. And, of course, I'm no stranger to, like, change, like, apologizing on YouTube. Like, if I use another video to help me in a game, I don't like, basically not mentioning that because it just feels so inauthentic. And, like I'm just lying to you guys, so I really don't like doing that. So that's why I always try to tell you guys, yeah, I watched a video on this, I couldn't figure it out, or something was keeping me, and that's why. And like I do that for authenticity's sake, and other stuff, is different. I mean, Sister Location, I apologize because the for some reason my editing software made it way too dark. I have no idea why it made it so much more darker than it was in the actual game. Because the quality like is way different, and I'm pretty sure if I were to run those videos through my new editing software, it would actually fix it. But I'm not really gonna upload them. But you get my point. And still, though, a lot of you guys have been really positive, and just so nice to me. I'm truly humbled. I'm really happy to get interactions, all kind of stuff. Um, what else was I gonna mention? Oh yeah. Also one last thing. My name. My profile. I'm always gonna keep. I'm always gonna have my helmet, but Cyber Demonic. I just kind of feel like it's a bit of an odd name to have since it feels so just out of place. I mean, I love Cyber Demons. I love the cultist and augmented demon aesthetic, so that's why I decided to call myself that. But I don't know. Well, maybe I'll change my profile, but I don't know. That's later down the line. Either way, it kind of clues you into my interests and all kind of stuff. But I don't know. It feels like a bit much. Like maybe I could choose something else, but I'm not sure. But yeah, and like I said, I'm just really happy how this year went. I mean, it's had its ups and downs. It's me not uploading for some time. Me uploading consistently and getting a lot of views, and just um, pretty much being the right place at the right time, sort of thing. But still, I'm just so happy that this year, at least to me, went really successfully. So yeah, I have nothing else to say, but thank you guys so much. I know, like, those thank you videos always have, like, the exact same thing, but honestly, that's really because I don't really know how else to do the milestone thing. And, I always say thank you because I really am grateful for it. Thank you guys so much. Now, on to 2024. How's the next year going to go? Tough to say. Doom 2 and the Master Levels are going to be the first series I'm going to do on the channel. And those are going to go on for a while, to be completely honest, because Doom 2 and the Master Levels are much longer than, Doom. Maybe I'll do No Rest for the Living, the Nerf software WAD. And after that, I'll take a break from Doom. I'm not going to do it for a while. And you guys might be asking, well, why? And the reason for that is because the next thing I want to tackle is Final Doom. That being both TNT Evolution and the Plutonian Experiment. Or Plutonia Experiment. So, yeah, Plutonia is, from what I heard, one of the most, like, a game that hates you for existing. And TNT, I don't know if it's as difficult, but, you get my point. Both of those WADs are extremely, huge and difficult for, basically any Doom player. I'm at this point kind of a Doom god, I consider myself, but I think even I'm going to have trouble with that. I think after I beat those, I can say I'm a Doom god. That voice crack, a Doom god, but still. But yeah, Doom 2, Hell on Earth, Master Levels, and maybe No Rest for the Living is how it's gonna go. And, sorry, I'm just checking something. Alright, yeah, I'm just checking something. But anyways, after that, I might get back into Five Nights at Freddy's with Ultimate Custom Night. I'm gonna do Ultimate Custom Night. I have stuff recorded for it already, actually, but just I have to kind of sift through it, and I have to get a mouse actually, and a keypad and connect it to my phone because Nightmare on keeping your mouse cursor on him with a touchscreen is way too difficult, especially when he's on a super high setting. So I'm gonna have to use a mouse for that. What else? After that, I might do FNAF VR. Like I have a VR headset. It's a MetaQuest one. So, well, actually, it's not mine. It's my dad's. I don't know why I said it's mine, but it's my dad's. He lets me play FNAF VR on it, and I might um, connect it and then upload it. But that's extremely difficult. I mean, I tried to test it and it didn't work, so I might have to try something else there. But still, um, so yeah, FNAF VR. Help Wanted 2, I may try. Like, I know nothing about that game so far. Because I actually want to go in blind. Like, I know some things I've seen, but I want to go into that game really blind. Like, I don't know the story. I don't know the context behind the endings. Seeing Giant Vanny with glitch traps. So don't spoil it, please. Please don't. But yeah. And, what else? I also may or may not do FNAF AR, but that's like super up in the air. Like it crashed my phone so many times, and I don't want it to happen again. After that, I have other games I have on my phone. I have the entirety of the One Night at Flumpty's series, which, yes, I know what John O'Chrome did. No, I do not agree with it. I do not endorse it or anything like that. And thing is, I do want to play the One Night at Flumpty series because I heard it's good and it looked really funny to me, and that's the only reason I'm doing it. I mean, if you don't want to watch it because, he sullied your image of One Night at Flumpty's forever, then that's fine. But if you're willing to separate the art from the artist, like I am, then you can watch it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot for saying that, but still. Any other FNAF Fanverse games I do want to play as well. So FNAF Plus, I was extremely excited for that one, and it is not going to come out now, unfortunately. But Pop Go series, the Five Nights at Candy series, and what's it called? The Joy of Creation Reborn, I think it's called. Those ones I really want to play. I also have Boris and the Dark Survival and Bendy and the Ink Machine. So, I'm, going through all the mascot horror games. Those I don't really have a schedule for, but I do want to play them. Super Dark Deception, the moment it gets an update, I'm doing videos on it because I really want to play that game again. So the moment it gets its Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 updates, then I'm going to play them, upload them to the channel. Commentary, no commentary, still up in the air. As for the final thing I kind of want to mention here, this is going to be the weird... my voice. This is going to be the weirdest one of all. I know it for sure, but it is what it is. There are not a lot of games that I really am particularly interested in on my phone. And not many I'm willing to download since my phone has very limited storage. And it's fine, apps don't take up that much space, but videos do when I screen record. and it just kind of becomes a hassle at a certain point when I'm just recording and trying to break it down and just trying to import it. So for a while, I'm actually going to stop uploading from my phone. Like, there are games I do want to play, don't get me wrong, and I am going to play them, believe me, but there is going to be a certain point where I'm going to stop uploading from my phone. And one thing you got to know is my laptop, the one that I mainly use, I don't really want to buy games for it. Since there's a lot of stuff I have on here, and, storage space is extremely valuable to me. So if it's a game, it's going to be browser. It's not going to be like downloaded, especially since Steam was really extremely difficult for me to download on my last laptop. So like maybe that'll change in the future. Maybe I'll get a gaming laptop, but this one's more like a personal one. Like storage space is extremely important to me because I know how bad it can be to have a really slow computer. But yeah. And then what was I going to say? Oh yeah. What am I going to be uploading them from? Well, my 3DS. Yes, I have a 3DS. I've had one since 2016, I believe, is when I got it. 2016, 2017. Well, either way, I've had it for a long time. It's okay. It's had better days, but it's still functional mostly. And I have a really long catalog of games on there. Well, somewhat long, but you'll see what I mean. I know the eShop closed down. I am still pissed off at Nintendo for doing that, because there are a lot of games I wanted to play on there. But it is what it is. They're not going to change their decision. Well, the thing is, I have not jailbreaked my not jailbreak, just modded. There, I'll say it like that. Modded my 3DS yet. I have not modded my 3DS yet, and I plan to do so at some point. Main reason I don't really want to do it yet is because I heard that the way to do it is constantly changing all the time, and I just don't want to break it. Basically, like I've heard it's extremely easy to do, but I heard that it's always changing constantly. So I'll have to find the most current one if I have time, and then try to mod it. I'll get all the games I possibly want on there for absolutely no money. And maybe I'll, get other stuff too, like other games that aren't 3DS, like 3DS ports, if you know what I mean. But right now, that's gonna have to wait. But until then, I already have a long catalog of games on here. And I don't have a capture card, but I heard that there's a way you can upload videos without a capture card. It's just very kind of, I don't want to use this word. Don't be offended if I use this word. It's a very kind of, for lack of a better term, ghetto way of uploading it. Because this thing does not have a screen recording function. You have to have a capture card if you want to directly upload it. I mean, record it off of the 3DS. Those are very expensive. I do not have that kind of money. So instead, I'm just going to record it on my phone in my really dark closet and just hope that the camera doesn't mess up or anything like that. And, stream my audio onto the laptop and just edit it later, basically. That's what I'm gonna do. And I heard that if you mod the 3DS, then you can stream it to your laptop, provided it doesn't crash. So maybe I'll try that, but until then, this is as good as it's ever gonna get. So yeah. But like I said, I have a long catalog of games on here. The Luigi's Mansion series, love it. I'm going to play it. I mean, not the third one, but you get my point. The Castlevania series, I absolutely love those games, so yeah. Star Fox, the very last game I ever bought for the 3DS, is also going to be on there. Like, just a lot of games. I have a lot of games on there. So even if I take a while trying to mod it, then I have enough content to keep myself going. But that sounds cool and all, and that sounds like okay. That can keep me cruising for the year, along with other stuff and projects I have in mind. I'm not gonna say anything because just secret projects. Want to keep them to myself, but there is one thing I want to go for. Okay. In 6 months, by the time you're watching this, around June, I don't want to get into personal details because I like keeping my private life private, but there's going to be a very, very large change in my life. A very large change, so big that it's, going to change my whole life, essentially. I don't want to get into specifics, but it's big. It's going to change basically everything. Not everything, but basically the way I've known my life for the past 17 years. And it's a change I'm going to have to adapt to. And unfortunately, I'm not gonna have as much time for YouTube. I already know I'm not gonna have a lot of time for this. Don't want to sound mean when I say that. It's just, other stuff needs to kind of take priority over YouTube, unfortunately, in content creation. So I have 6 months to do all of this. So Doom, Super Dark Deception, FNAF maybe, and maybe a little bit of 3DS games. But other than that, after 6 months, that's probably not going to happen as often. If anything, it's going to be like last year, where I went on a full hiatus. Only this time, I may not be able to upload at all, essentially. Like I said, that's probably worst case scenario, and I'm not at that point in my life yet, so there's really no telling what is going to happen. But I'm just getting you guys ready. And, if I ever, like I said, stop uploading during that time, you guys will know exactly why. Because when this time comes up, it's going to be really weird. And, I'm a little nervous. Well, scratch that. I'm completely terrified. But, 6 months, I'll cross that bridge when I get there. My voice cracked again. But yeah, serious stuff aside, I have plans for next year. Well, this year, technically. 2024. I'm very happy and satisfied with the way 2023 went. So, like I said, thank you guys so much. I really don't know what else to say. Thank you guys all. Thank you all. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Happy New Year's. The very last video I'm probably going to upload, if it comes out before this one, then I don't know. The last video I'm going to upload is pretty much going to be a best of 2023, where I'm pretty much going to go over the best videos I uploaded, kind of thing. So yeah, see you guys there. See you guys in the next year. Goodbye. Also, I forgot to mention this. I also drew that thumbnail I used of me pretty much, thank you guys for 2023 and going into 2024. It's pretty much a New Year's party with some of the larger Five Nights at Freddy's and Doom figures. Well, not just larger ones, just, in general, them. You got the Cyber Demon, of course, because, that's where I got my name. You got William Afton being scared by the cupcake, or Spring Bonnie, technically. Molten Freddy opening a party popper, I feel like that wasn't clear in the picture, and Freddy just had a bit too much to drink, but I don't know. It's a bit empty, to be completely honest. I didn't want to take up too much space and just make it look like there was way too much going on, but ironically, it looks like there's not a lot going on. And there's me in the middle, of course. Compared to the other creatures in Doom and Five Nights at Freddy's, well, animatronics, you know what I mean. I actually am that height compared to all of them, especially the Cyber Demon, which is basically huge, giant. So, it's not like I made myself really small or that's my actual height. It's just, compared to the others, I'm pretty much that tall. But yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Like I said, thank you guys so much for first great year, and I'm looking forward to the next one. Goodbye.